I am the earth, the wind, the river. I am the land you call the Pride Lands. My memory is as old as the first sunrise, and I have felt the weight of every king who has walked upon me. My story is written in stone and whispered by the savannah grass. I remember the day he was born, a new light, a new promise. The sky wept tears of joy, and every blade of grass, every leaf on the acacia trees, sang his name Simba. The air itself vibrated with hope. I felt the pulse of life quicken, a celebration rippling through my rivers and across my plains. His father, Mufasa, stood tall upon Pride Rock, his roar a vow of protection that echoed in my deepest canyons. Mufasa was not just a king. He was a part of me. His paws knew my paths. His heart beat in time with mine. He understood the delicate balance, the great circle of life that connects the smallest termite to the brightest star. Under his reign, I flourished. The rains came when they were needed. The herds grew fat and content, and a deep harmony settled over me. I was vibrant, alive, a tapestry of green and gold, teeming with life. But a shadow lurked, a coldness that even the midday sun could not warm. Scar, Mufasa's own brother. His heart was a barren patch of ground where nothing good could grow. He walked with a silent, creeping envy, a hunger for power that twisted his soul. I felt his discontent like a poison seeping into my soil. He did not hear my songs. He only heard the discordant symphony of his own ambition. He saw the balance, not as a sacred trust, but as a cage. Then came the day the sky turned gray with dread. I felt the thunder of 1,000 hooves, a stampede born of fear and treachery. A cloud of dust choked the air, and a cry tore through the gorge, a cry that shattered the heart of the world. Mufasa fell. It was not just a king that died that day. A part of me died with him. The light in the sky flickered and went out. I watched as the small cub, his son, ran from his home, from his destiny, his small paws leaving prints of sorrow in my dust. A lie had been planted, a lie that would grow like a thorny weed and choke the life from everything. With Mufasa gone and Scar on the throne, the balance was broken. The hyenas came, their laughter a grating sound that scraped against my rocks. Their insatiable hunger knew no respect, no restraint. They took and gave nothing back. The circle was fractured. The herds, once my pride, fled from the ceaseless hunting, their hooves turning my soil to barren dust. The skies grew stingy, withholding their life-giving rain. My rivers slowed to a trickle, then dried completely, their beds cracking like old bones. My vibrant green faded to a desolate brown. The trees shed their leaves, their bare branches reaching like skeletal hands to a pitiless sky. I became a graveyard, haunted by the ghosts of what I once was. The sun beat down, not with warmth, but with a searing, punishing heat. I was thirsty. I was in pain. I was dying. For years, I languished in this twilight existence. I waited. I hoped. I remembered the prophecy of the rightful king. And then, one day, I felt a shift. A faint tremor, a whisper on the wind carried from a distant jungle. A familiar presence. He was alive. Simba. He had grown, but the heart of the king was still within him. The stars, my old friends, conspired to guide him home. I felt his paws on my soil once more, hesitant at first, then firm with resolve. He saw what I had become. He saw the ruin, the despair. And in his eyes, I saw his father's fire rekindled. The final confrontation was a storm of nature itself. The sky, which had been silent for so long, unleashed its fury. Lightning split the darkness, illuminating the battle for the soul of the Pride Lands. Rain fell, not a gentle shower, but a cleansing deluge, washing away the years of dust and decay, the lies and the tyranny. It was a baptism. As Scar fell, the land itself seemed to exhale a long-held breath. The hyenas scattered like shadows at dawn, and as the sun rose the next morning, it found a new king standing on Pride Rock. His roar was not just a sound, it was a promise. A promise to me, to all the creatures who called me home. It was the sound of the circle being mended. The rain had quenched my thirst. A new life began to stir in the soft earth. Green shoots pushed through the mud. The river began to flow again, its voice a gentle murmur. The herds returned, cautiously at first, then with a renewed sense of peace, yam to land. I have seen kings rise and fall. I have felt the agony of imbalance and the ecstasy of restoration. The great circle does not just turn on its own. It requires a steward, a guardian who understands that we are all connected. The king needs the land, and the land needs the king. From the crawling ant to the leaping antelope, from the smallest whisper to the mightiest roar, we are all one. Life flows through all things, and in its great, unending rhythm, finds its way home. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales from the heart of the wild.